Mr. Speaker and members, Representative McMakin moves to call from the calendar House Bill 175, returned earlier this afternoon.
Madam Clerk, what member?
Representative McMakin.
Without objection.
And House Bill 175 by Representative McMakin, unlawful posting of criminal activity for notoriety, publicity, elements of the offense, provide for definitions. And Mr. Speaker and members, on behalf of the Bureau, Representative Horton sends up technical amendments.
Without objection. Representative Desautel, why do you rise?
Point of order, Mr. Speaker.
State your point.
Can I get a ruling from the chair? I have strong suspicion that the gentleman standing at the well is actually not Representative McMakin.
Let me consult with the clerk. From the back of his head, I think he looks like he could maybe be someone else. Sir, can you turn around? Yes, he has a pin on, so I believe he is Representative McMakin's.
Okay, thank you. I was told that Mr. Representative McMakin was actually, LSU has a underwater basket weaving tournament today, and he was actually announcing that, and he had got John Kay to do his bill. So I was just, maybe I just have had some bad information.
Yeah,
sorry.
I visited with him earlier. He actually got John Kay to go do the basket water weaving thing, so it worked out. Madam Clerk.
House Bill 175 by Representative McMakin, Title 14, unlawful posting of criminal activity for notoriety and publicity, elements of the offense, provide for definition.
Rep. McMakin, on your very first bill.
Mr. Speaker, members, Madam Clerk, staff, media, guests, those watching around the world, and John Kay. Yes, this is my first bill, and I'm so honored that Representative Eccles got me a gift. It's a beautiful butterfly package with this wonderful note.
Rep. McMakin, can you stick to your bill?
It's the Fratelli butterfly. Just want to have it up here for good luck. Thank you, Rep. Eccles. Whatever. Also want to thank my beautiful wife is here today, Bess Casserly. Been married 9 months, 16 days, yet to go on our honeymoon. House Bill 175 simply adds 3 bills to the law, live stream or video. Think of it as a millennial update to the criminal statute. It is illegal for criminals or accessories to obtain an image, live stream, or video the crime in which they are committing. That is it. I will take questions. Thank you.
Rep. Ilg for a question on the bill.
Representative McMakin, I want to thank you for the wonderful job you did for me on carrying my license plate bill last week in Transportation Committee. I noticed you got about 30 seconds of airtime on my bill. How much time do you anticipate getting tonight on the local news?
If you came and stood behind me, Representative Ilg, we might get some more news time, but since you're going to stay up there and week out on me, no news time.
I got to ask the questions from here. My second question is, do you know what the record is for cups of ice cream eaten on the House floor is in a day?
I look forward to competing with that record this year.
It is 7 by Representative St. Blanc. And were you trying to break that record earlier today?
I only had 1 cup, 6 more to go to break that record, and 7 is my favorite number, so thank you for asking.
And have you spoken to Representative Reiser on how to get that stain out of your shirt? He's worn his shirt for 3 days straight. And he Congratulations on your first bill.
Thank you, mentor. Seeing no further questions?
Rep. Morcell for a question on the bill. Rep. Morcell.
Thank you. Representative, your bill says on line 11, a crime to is accessory, well, starting on line 10, it shall be unlawful for a person who is either a principal or an accessory in a crime to obtain an image, live stream, or video of the commission of the crime using a camera, video. So help me to understand when you say to obtain the image, because when you obtain something, you get it from somewhere, right? So help me. does it mean they have to be actually filming it or obtain it from somewhere? If I can obtain it from him, then help me to how do we navigate through this bill?
It's the criminal or the assessor that actually does the filming or the obtaining of it. Obtain to that means how do you capture it onto your phone, not where does the video come from. So it is the actual criminal or the accessory, not a third party, that were to receive that message.
Okay, so if you got an incident where a crime is happening and somebody pulls out their phone and start videoing it, and somehow they get charged with maybe criminal mischief or interfering with a police officer or something, but they filming it, does that apply to them?
If they're the ones that are the criminal that are filming the activity of the crime, that's what this bill addresses. Yes, ma'am.
No. So a crime is occurring, something is happening, and I see it, and I get out of my car and I start filming it, and somebody says, you can't do that, put your phone down, or you're interfering, and I get charged, I end up getting charged. Does that apply to me?
The original crime, you are not a criminal or an accessory to that crime, so this does
So
not
not
apply.
the original, so the original crime that I'm videoing, it doesn't go to that person, right?
Ma'am.
Okay, it's quite interesting. I didn't know I know that someone live streamed where they were stabbing their girlfriend or something, and it was horrific. Let me say that. It was horrible. I get that. But my question is, I believe that there's already statute in place to deal with the crime that he has committed. So I'm trying to figure out, how does this help that situation at all?
So I would say I'm never trying to help crime. What
No,
I'm
no,
trying
help
to do,
the situation. In other words, does it provide some clarity or does the penalty that you're adding actually helps us to alleviate someone doing this again?
we no longer want to make celebrities out of criminals in Louisiana, and that's what this bill aims to defeat.
I don't want to make a celebrity out of them either. I'm just trying to figure out if I'm going to be charged with filming while I'm murdering Rep. Knox. I'm already going to be charged with a crime for murdering Rep. Knox. So I'm just trying to figure it out. I'm sorry, Knox, but I'm using somebody that's close to me, so you're close to me. I'm just asking. I'm just trying to get clarity on what brought about the bill. I know about an incident. I know it was horrific. I know that they charged him with murder. So that's what I'm saying. They charged him with murder. So how does this fit into place? Is this something maybe different, something that you encountered or something?
This would be an additional charge to that. When you think of it in the max of a murder, right, this one is not going to do too much to that person.
Okay.
But take it down to the de minimis. A guy that goes in the supermarket, throws up a milk jug, tries to become famous, walks into his classroom, slaps his teacher, he's filming that, or even the people that are out drag racing on our streets, shutting down our traffic and intersections, filming it live. When this law was written, live streaming, live filming was not a thing. So it's what I call a millennial upgrade to the law to get people, hold them accountable, and no longer make celebrities out of criminals in the state of Louisiana.
Okay. I didn't know we were making celebrities out of them. But I thank you for answering my questions. I could possibly see the drag racing and that stuff, but I was just trying to figure out how does adding the penalty to someone who has done something that they're already going to be charged with was going to help. But thank you so much.
Thank you.
Rep. Bayham for a question on the bill.
Representative McMakin, are you familiar about an incident in Chalmette High School last year where an assault was done, a beatdown was basically occurred, and it was live streamed and it ended up making the news in the New Orleans area?
I'm not familiar with that particular instance, but I know of many of them that have happened like that. Yes, sir.
Would your bill, if it's adopted, would apply to people who basically film this and post it around on social media, these assaults that are that in my opinion are intended to try to further embarrass those who are being assaulted?
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Rep. Stagney for a question on the bill.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Page 4, lines 2 to 4. Can you clarify that? There is no page 4.
Just want to make sure you are okay, Representative Stagney.
I'm good. I'm good. Welcome to the House.
Thank you.
Representative Wilford Carter for a question.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. So if a person is, Representative, if a person is filming law enforcement making an arrest, some violation, he films it. That's okay to film it for this third party to film it. But if he post that on the internet or send it to someone else, does this bill makes him have him committed a crime?
No, sir. You have to be committing a crime.
Okay,
For
so
it to affect you.
okay, good. So you only the people that's committing the crime. If they post their crime, then that's another crime.
Yes, sir.
Got no problem with that. Thank you.
Representative McMakin, would you like to return your bill to the calendar again?
No, Mr. Speaker.
Would you like to close on your bill?
I would be honored, Mr. Speaker. I want to thank my Madam Chair Lady, Debbie Villio, for this. Thank you so much. Zachary Gonzalez, her staff, for helping me as well. And I move for final passage.
Representative McMakin moves for final passage of the bill. As many of you in favor vote yea. Those opposed vote nay. The clerk will open the machine. Members, vote your machines. Chenevert, yea. Members, vote your machines. Members, vote your machines. Mac, yea. Members, vote your machine. Members, are you through voting? Members, are you through voting? The clerk will close the machine. We have 104 yeas and 0 nays, and the bill finally passes. Representative McMakin moves to adopt the title, moves to reconsider the vote, which the bill finally passes with a motion to table without objection, so ordered. Welcome to the House. Madam Clerk, will you open the machine for co-authors? Members, vote your machine for co-authors. Vote your machine for co-authors. The clerk will close the machine. We have 26 co-authors.